All right. Well, I will be brief, but I just want to say welcome to everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for Midday Yoga. My name is Katie and I work at the Sacramento Public Library, where books are just the beginning. We're so excited to offer this program to you and to have local yoga instructor Kirsten Johnson with us today. And we'll get to her in just a moment. But first, I wanted to mention a few things. So first is that I'm going to be monitoring the chat for the duration of the program. Should you have any questions or comments, you can feel free to share them there. If you're having any audio related issues, please exit the program and re-enter. Typically, we find that this will solve that problem. If you need closed captioning at any point during the program, please click the live transcript button at the bottom of your screen. You'll click that, wait just a moment, and then you'll see the closed captioning pop up and you can follow along. And then finally, this program is being recorded and will be shared to our YouTube channel, which is under Sacramento Public Library. And it should be available by the end of the week, so you can look for it there and share it with a friend if you'd like. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn things over to Kirsten. So Kirsten, take it away and please enjoy.
All righty. Thank you, Katie and Sac Library, once again for having me here to share this practice with you. My name is Kirsten. And we're going to be working on progressing through core. So if you're just getting or just joining us and this is your first time getting some movement in, I'm just going to invite you to stand up and while I talk and share what we'll be going through today. So if you want to just start moving your neck and shoulders and arms, just to start moving through your body, because for the most part, our practice today will either be done on the mat or in a chair. So maybe give yourself a little bit, maybe about a moment to stretch long, move from side to side, neck, shoulders, but anything that you need to move through. The practice today, I'll be offering some accessible options, incorporating props, like I said, the chair. You can use blocks or a blanket underneath the knees. It's about what you are comfortable with, so please take care of your body, listen, and try the options that are available to you. Okay, so when you're ready, shaking all that through, you know how I like to shake things through, move and release, all of that. When you're ready, we'll get actually started on the ground, on the mat. So I'm going to invite you to come all the way down to your back. And if you're in this chair, then just find yourself a comfortable seat in the chair. You can either have a long spine, once again, feet planted onto the earth, seat planted into the seat. And I'll start off with the options on the ground, but I will include the options also for the chair. So I'm going to come down to my back. Knees are going to be bent, feet firmly pressed on the ground. And just come into my breath. Putting the hands, the pinkies are going to come, and if you're the chairs, do the same thing. Pinkies are going to go maybe into the hip creases, fingers spread wide with the fingertips toward the navel. And feel your breath. Just start to take some big breaths in. Feel the belly, feel the breath. Open your mouth and just let it all go. Squeeze it all in. One more time, a couple more times, just like that. Inhale. Maybe a loud, audible relief with the breath out. And then when you're ready, just come back into your natural rhythm of your breath, but leave the hands right there on the belly. Just breathing, inhaling, expanding, noticing how you arrived into your practice today. Maybe with each exhale, you just let everything go, setting those aside and just coming into the present. Start to connect with your rhythm, how you're feeling, your center, your power. That's what we'll be connecting with. And remember, whatever we do today, it's not really about how it looks, but how it feels. How does this connection with your breath, with your belly, with your source of power, how does that feel? Keep breathing right here. And then I'm going to invite you for the next 10 rounds of breath to come into a connection or to invite whatever you like, your intention, or maybe just to connect with how you are strong, your strength. How do you show up strong for yourself, for others? And then take this full breath in, let the belly expand into the hands, feeling a big full inhale. Let it pause at the top. Squeeze everything back in. Exhale. All right, so we got connected with our breath. Now we're going to come into some intentional breaths that we can actually start to activate the abdominal, the lower abdominal. So keeping your hands right where they are. Take a breath in and then let the belly expand. And then the breath out, squeeze everything in and feel those muscles contract together. Oh yes, breathe it slowly. All right, inhale. And exhale, squeeze it all in. Ooh. One more time, just feeling that. And now we're going to invite some movement with that. So if you're on the ground, I'm going to invite you to bring your knees up, lying at this angle. I think this is 40. I don't know, whatever degree angle this is. You know, you can see. Feet's going to be flexed. Oh, and then hands are going to go on thighs. We're going to push the hands into the thighs, the thighs into the hands. Now, if you're seated, doing the same thing, we're just going to gently come into this low belly and lift up the knees. We're going to hold this for another 10 breaths. Don't forget, don't hold your breath, just breathe. And ooh, there you go. Keep breathing. Keep squeezing thighs into the hands, hands into the thighs. There you go. All activating this lower belly. One more breath here, and everything comes back down. Either windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Bring them down. There you go. Breathe. Starting to feel that heat, that core activate. Okay, one more round just like that. Remember, seated. And remember, if you're seated, try not to lean back into the chair. Really come into this lower abs. And if you're on the ground, see if you're clenching your jaw or anything else, and just come into. So come on up. Inhale. Squeeze it all in. Push, push, push. If you want to make this a little extra, remember, you can make this as extra. You want to start to lift up the shoulders off of the mat as you are doing this. Breathe here. Another full breath here. And everything comes back down. Windshield wiper from side to side. Woo! Starting to feel it, starting to feel it. I am too. All right, we're going to do this again with a little bit of movement. This time when we come up, we're going to bring both knees in, both knees up if you're on the ground, and we're just going to extend one leg at a time. So we'll start off with the right leg, extending it. Remember, coming from your center, so you may feel your back try to come up off of the mat, and that is your cue to use your core strength, your belly. If you're in the chair, coming here, knees are going to come up, and we're going to extend one leg at a time. All right, ready? 5 times on each side. You're probably already there. Woo! Yes! And then switch sides. When you're ready, slow or go. So slow. One leg's already bent. The other leg's going to come all the way out, extend all the way down, almost to the ground, but you're never going to let it touch. Oh, there you go. And then when you're ready, everything comes down. Windshield wiper side to side. And breathe. Start to notice this fire, your breath. And we're inhaling through the nose. We're exhaling through the nose when we're doing this so that we keep that heat. We keep that fire inside the body. All right, let's do it. One more time. I'm going to do it on the chair this time. You come up when you're ready. Both knees are going to come up. And if you want to, if your chair, if you find yourself leaning back, you can actually have your hands on the seat of the chair. Remember, it works for you. 1, 5 times each side. 2. Inhale, extend, exhale, bring it back. Oh, yeah, squeeze it all in when you bring it up. Inhale, go long, exhale, squeezing it all through. Woo! That was my one time. Remember, both knees stay up or both feet stay up. Sometimes you can exhale out the mouth, that helps that, but remember, we're never gonna inhale through the mouth. We're gonna inhale always through the nose. Bring it on down, windshield wiper side to side. Woo. All right. You're welcome to grab a sip of water whenever, and when you're ready, if you're on the ground, come on over to child's pose. Child's pose if you're on the ground. If you're seated in the chair, you can have the legs come a little bit wider apart and start to come into a forward fold. Oh, bringing the head, neck, shoulders all the way down to the ground. Once again, connect with your breath. Connect with that source of power, that strength. As you breathe in, exhale, let it all out, release. All right, ready for a little bit more work? Come on back up. We're coming to a tabletop. Hands and knees underneath wrists and hips. I use blocks for my hands when I come down, so that is an option for you if you have any wrist issues. Blocks or something to have your hands underneath. As we lift up, inhale as you go into cow, exhale, cat. Moving through the spine. Same thing when you're seated. Inhale, let the belly get full. Exhale, you round. Start to move through your version of cat-cow. Or you can make just any spinal movement where you inhale long and you exhale, contract. All right, coming on back through. Tabletop when you're ready. Back through center. Okay. Seated, we're going to do tabletop, we're going to do cat-cow, we're going to extend one leg, so when you're ready, extend your right leg long. Seated, it's going to extend your right leg long. Lifting it up, 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 and then when you're ready, extend the opposite arm. So your left leg, your left arm's going to come up, and your right leg is going to come out. There you go. Breathe right now, time here. Gently, slowly set that all back down. Let's do that on the opposite side. When you're ready, left leg goes long, lifting up. The toes are going to face the earth. Head is coming toward the mat. Right leg, right arm extends this time. Tabletop balance. And you may want to go over to one side. Notice if you can bring the belly to bring that extended leg hip down. Oh, there you go. One more breath here. Oh, come on back down. Tabletop or get seated into your chair. Take a breath here. Maybe another round of cat-cow. Okay, so option is to do that again or bring some movement into this. So if we're going to the right side, we're going to extend the right leg long, left arm long. And then inhale, go long. Exhale, squeeze it out too. Let the knee and elbow come to meet as you do your cat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, go long. Let's do this again, seated. Breathing it in. And out. Inhale, lifting up the knee to elbow, come to meet this time. And out. 5 times on one side. Set it all down. Come over to the other side. Inhale if you're seated. Knee, left knee lifts, right arm lifts. And we're going to do this breathing in and out. And out, extend long. One more time. Long you go. Sinking it all back to tabletop and then coming back to a child's pose when you're ready. Feel once again the belly, the breath, the strength. You're just now getting started, just now activating all of that core. Breathe here. And let it go. All right, coming on back up to table when you're ready. All right, so we're going to play with a little bit of side planks now. Vashisthasana. So when you're ready, we're coming over to the, I'm going to do my right side since I don't want to come to you, but shifting the weight over to the right hand, and you can do this from the knee as you bring the left leg long. So that could be one option. You can do both legs long. That could be one option. If you're in the chair, you're going to come over, put your hand on your chair, lift up and extend that leg long. Breathe here, keep lifting up from the center. Lift, lift, lift. And come on down, switch sides when you're ready. Opposite hand comes down to the chair or to the mat. Either the knee comes down or both legs extend long. Side plank. Breathe here, breathe it in. Lifting up. And exhale, everything comes back down. Now, I forgot to mention one thing. If that is too much on your hands, one other option that you can do for this next round is come down to your elbows. One elbow here and coming on up. All right, so let's do this again when you're ready. I'm right there with you. I'm going to bring my elbow down, coming on over to the right. Right knee can stay down and you can come into side plank just like this. One option. There's so many options. Which one works best for you? Breathe in, lift up, breathe in. Don't hold your breath. One more breath here. Coming on back down. Now let's switch sides. When you're ready, come on up. And another 3, 2. If you want to get down so you can lift that top leg and come on all the way down. Sink it back to a child's pose. Let's all collect and connect with the breath. Inhale. Open your mouth, sigh out. Oh, let it go. Yes, 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 yes. All right. So now I'm going to invite you to come up to a standing. And we'll play a little bit with core and how our core, our strength, helps to keep us firmly rooted and balanced. All right, I'm going to move everything off of my mat. You can also do this seated. So I invite you to just to start to walk the length of your mat or the length of the space that you're in. And when you're doing this, as you're doing this and shifting your weight from side to side, really begin to lift up the knee, lift up the thigh so that it comes from your center, from your core. So the top of the half is barely moving, but the bottom half is, the center is coming doing all of this work. The way that looks when you're seated is bringing up the thigh, just lifting up this knee, holding it there, and bringing it back down. Inhale, lift, and step. So you're just taking little steps, walking the length of your mat, breathing in, and breathing out. The slower you go, making more intentional connection with the center. Do that a couple more times of just breathing and noticing how all of this is related, how the weight shifts from side to side. Okay. And then when you're ready, come either back down to mountain pose or seated in your chair. Connect with your feet. Groundedness beneath you, the length of the spine. Once again, maybe even close down your eyes and connect with the center, your core, and feel that heat, that activation. All right, so we'll try to experiment with a little bit of balancing, using our core, using our strength, as you sit back into a chair. So inhale. Exhale, sit back into the chair, using your strength. Come up on your right foot, lift up, and then bring it back down. Sit back into your chair. Come up on your left foot, lift up, and sing it on back to a chair. So do that a couple of times. And if you're doing this seated, breathing in. And if you even want to come up off your chair just to test your balance, come on all the way up. Using the strength, or you can just resume that. And back down. When you're ready, return back to your mountain pose. And breathe. Connect one more time with the earth beneath you, the sky above you, and then the center, the core, the strength. All right, so let's play with a little bit of tree pose using all of this heat that we just built up. So as you were taking that step, ground down, shift your weight over to your left foot. Inhale, reach up, lift up, and bend that right knee. And right there, that's probably sometimes where you want to stay. But notice the strength as you activate the core. Inhale, go ahead and plant that stump right there. Hands can come together in heart center as you look and find your focal point. And then from here, you may either start to grow some branches. If you're seated, you can start to lift up and just bring that right leg out and up. One more time. Come all the way back in just as slowly and lifting up that knee, bringing it back to center, setting that foot back down. Shake it all out, shake it all out. All right, let's try that on the opposite side. Notice how your strength, your center, also plays into your balance. So breathe in, root down through on the right foot this time, or the opposite side that you did last time. Inhale as you were taking that step from the center, from your core, lift up, bend that knee. Right here is where you can stay, because right now, all you're doing is taking that foot, bringing that knee out to the side, hands come together, and remember the foot can come either on the ankle, the calf, all the way up to the thigh. You choose where you want it to land. And breathe. Find your strength. Find your source of power. Find your balance and connect. Breathe here slowly. Bring it all the way back to center and gently set it back down. Wiggle, 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 shake, shake, shake. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. All right. Let's come all the way back down to the ground. That was just a little bit of play with strength, with center, and with balancing. Okay. If you're coming all the way back down, come all the way back down to the ground, onto your back. Happy baby or whatever free form movement is calling you. If you're in the chair, start to wiggle everything out, maybe some forward folds or any type of, again, free form movement that the breath wants to connect and the body wants to connect with. And then if you're on the ground, on the mat, I invite you to come into a reclining butterfly. So the soles of the feet are going to come together. The knees are going to come out wide. Maybe once again, putting both hands onto the lower belly and just feeling and connecting with your strength. And then if you're on the chair, you could just come into a comfortable seated, maybe having the knees come out a little bit wider. And once again, both hands placed onto the belly. Today's mindful moment. Living on purpose. I am a gift to the universe. Only I can experience my unique genius in this life. To fully know and accept myself right now, where I am, is freeing. Every day I decide whether to get up or not, to succumb to fear or not, and to show up authentically or not. Whether or not I embrace this truth, I always have a choice. I remember that I am divinely formed in the same likeness as God, as divine, as universe. When you're ready, you can start to transition into your final resting shape. If you want to stay right here, hands on belly, feeling your strength, connecting to your core, stay here, or start to transition over into a shavasana, a shape of rest, a shape of stillness. Letting go. We know you still got things to do after here, but right now, right here, right at this moment, give yourself permission to just be. And breathe. Taking a full breath here. Inhale. Open your mouth, slowly release. Exhale. And then before you make any movement, start to awaken. Just once again, connect with your strength. Your core, your center. We do this practice in the body so that it can show up in our lives off of the mat and in our everyday interactions with others. You can slowly come up to a seat when you're ready, taking your time. Once again, coming upright, long spine, inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale, bring the arms open up wide, gather in all the benefits of your practice that you gave to yourself. Turn your hands, palms outward, and then not only share it with yourself, but share it with all of those around you. Exhale and just release it all out. One more time, inhale, bringing the arms up. Hands, palms come to meet, heart center. And in the spirit of Ubuntu, I offer this practice for what we do for ourselves, we also do for others. I am because we are. Thank you so much. Thank you, Katie, Sac Library, and I will turn it back over to you.
All right. Well, thank you again for joining us for Midday Yoga, and a big thank you to Kirsten for another wonderful session. Thank you so much for that. We invite you to explore additional exercise resources in the library collection, including yoga books and DVDs, which are available right now on Hoopla. We will be back next Wednesday at noon, so we hope to see you then. To find a library location near you, sign up for a library card, or to see upcoming virtual programs for all ages, just go to www.saclibrary.org. So for Kirsten, myself, and the Sacramento Public Library, thank you so much and be well. Bye.